Hey, yo, check it. Ayo, DZ fam, what is up? This is your weekly outlook and prediction for stocks and crypto. We cover AMC, GME, SPY, NVIDIA, Bitcoin, ADA, and so much more. Let's not waste any more of your precious time and hop in the charts, facts, data. Let's go. All right, guys, what is up? You are back for another video with DataZero. Again, we are not on our normal setup, so do bear with me. If you're new to the channel, we are normally on a much better setup. We should be back on that by the end of this week. Tune into the live streams for more details, as I do go live during market hours, and I will try to be live early in the morning for you guys, so make sure you hit the bell notification on so you do get a notification when I go live. But this is your weekly outlook and prediction for stocks and crypto. Basically, we will look at the macro and the micro and give you an idea of what the charts, facts, and technicals and things to look out for this trading week. This video is not financial advice, should not be taken as such. Please do your own research and due diligence before buying any stock or crypto asset. With that being said, let's go ahead and hop in the charts, facts, and data and show you guys what's happening for this week. So the first thing we need to point out here on AMC is short interest. Short interest is staying steady at that 15.15% level. But ladies and gentlemen, we also have a major problem with the short shares. Over 4 million short shares at right now at time of recording. They're saying they have about 4 million short shares right now, and this could change as early as Monday morning. Also, if you do not know, ladies and gentlemen, if you do not know, the stock market will be closed on the 9th. This is something you guys to keep in mind. This is something that just came into play, and this is due to the death of Jimmy Carter. So on the 9th, Thursday the 9th, the market will be closed, and it's kind of the best day for them to do it on the 9th because of the way that the data drops and stuff, which this week is going to be absolutely crazy for data drops. If you're trading SPY, QQQ, SQQQ, you want to pay attention if you're trading in general, because this week is going to be absolutely volatile for the market. So again, they have all of those short shares for AMC. This is a short week. Normally we see madness or some type of volatility for the meme stocks during short weeks. That could be leading to the up or downside, but we normally see meme stocks start to either get a little bit volatile or rally to the up or downside during these short weeks. This is something new coming into play, so we really don't know how it's going to affect things, but we do know no matter what, it does shorten that time on those options for things like gamma, and can create gamma ramps to the up or downside for any stock. So again, this missing day could definitely add volatility into the stock market. So they have a lot of short shares for AMC. We really want to see AMC get the news that the dilution is over. That's going to help AMC get more of a recovery. I'm going to talk to you guys why the technicals are starting to show that AMC is recovering and that the dilution might be over again, and at least the selling from the dilution might be over, and then we will get the filing here shortly. It could actually come out this week or later. If we do get the filing, I will report on that, but you should see price start to bubble back up if you start to see an 8K filing saying, hey, the at the money offering is done. Then you should see AMC start to recover. But the technicals are showing that AMC could start to recover this week, and I'm going to go into that here in a second. Now, something here for GameStop you want to look at is short interest is slowly going up 7.60%. Also, cost to borrow is going up for the meme stocks as well. Right now, GameStop has a very nice position of only 200,000 short shares available to short for GME. So they have little to no ammo here for GameStop stock. Again, they have so much ammo for AMC is because of all the dilution, things of that nature. It allows them to easily get these short shares. It frees up liquidity. Unfortunately, Adam Aaron loves to dilute, and I don't know why. Yes, voters love to dilute, but there's other ways to make money for the company other than dilution, and we've seen this proven with GameStop, with Ryan Cohen. What you want to do is cut costs, find different avenues to make revenue, and not use your shareholders as a constant piggy bank and diluting the float constantly, because then you just expand the float to some huge number where it doesn't matter how much demand you have, the price will never go up. So again, we want to see this dilution stop, and we will be getting a vote coming up soon, ladies and gentlemen. Make no mistake about this, for more dilution, because they are running out of shares that they have to short, or basically to sell. I should say they're running out of shares that they have to sell, and they're going to have to ask us, the shareholders, can they get more shares to sell, more shares to dilute, however you want to say that, and we're going to have to vote yes or no. So be aware, that's going to be coming up on the horizon for AMC. But I want you to show you guys right now what's going on with cost to borrow. Cost to borrow is starting to rise to the upside, and it's no coincidence that you have shills like AMC Bigum starting to post all of a sudden. The same person that told you a reverse split and dilution would cause a short squeeze last time, they're starting to post. They are setting up to get ready to tell you that same lie again, that if you don't vote yes, AMC will go bankrupt. You're going to lose everything. Blah, 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 blah. It's all lies. It's all misinformation. That's why AMC Bigums is posting. That's why cost of borrow is starting to go up again. And I don't have time to break this all down in this video, guys. But before we got the reverse split and dilution, cost of borrow was literally at 1,500%, 1,000%. We literally had it on the threshold security list for 45 days. We were about to see a market-breaking short squeeze. We had short interest at 30% because they were desperately shorting it down. Then we got the reverse split and dilution, and all of that disappeared, and the liquidity got freed up, and they covered all of those FTDs. That's another thing that would have made the short squeeze crazy, because not only did they have to recover 30% short interest, but they had to cover millions and millions and millions of FTDs, but they were able to cover all of that because of the reverse split and dilution, freeing up all the liquidity. I don't have time to explain that in this video. We need to stop that. Liquidity is drying up again. I don't care what people say. It's facts here on the cost of borrow. Cost of borrow is nowhere near where we need it to be, but it's starting to show signs that liquidity is drying up again. That's why they're dumping shares so heavily. That's why they're actually sitting on them and holding them and getting ready for something, because AMC is getting ready to make a move up. They're going to want to dump shares, and they're going to want to be ready. That's why they're gaining 4 million short shares, 5 million short shares. We've seen this in the past. But if you look at the cost of borrow, 0.86%, it actually went higher than 1%. We want to see it higher than 1%. You can see it had this huge spike to the upside, and you can see that it's trending up. Cost of borrow is trending up, and they are shorting more. You can see that the white volume candles, that's the shorting volume. So they're shorting more, and cost of borrow is trending up. Liquidity is drying up again, and also a yes or no vote's coming again, and the shorts backs are going to be against the wall again, and they're going to need a yes vote to free up liquidity again. And we have to, as a community, be united and say no. Do not get fear-mongered about bankruptcy. AMC's in a way better position than it was 4 years ago, and they're still using that same lie about bankruptcy. Listen, we've been diluting this whole time. All Adam Aaron does is spend the money. Listen, okay? It's time to do something different. No more dilution. I wish I had my trading view charts because I could pull it up, guys. Literally, as you dilute, the stock goes down, 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 down. It's time to do something different. No more dilution. Vote no this time around. Do not listen to shows like AMC Bigums. Now, I'm sorry to go off on that rant, but I had to get that out there here in this video. And it all made sense as the video went on. So I'm going to go into the technicals here and get short, sweet, and to the point. That way I don't make this video crazy long. But right now, AMC is breaking out of a falling wedge. We're seeing cost of borrow rise again. That means that there's a very high potential that liquidity is drying up. Like I'm saying, it's nowhere near where it needs to be, but it's on the right path. We're starting to see a recovery here in price as we made a base at $4. I told you guys we'd be coming down to about 380, 390. We made a low at 387. Getting bounced to the upside. I called this falling wedge over this week over last week as we were watching it form. I said once we got above $4 and held that, that's confirmation that we're going to see recovery. We closed above $4 here on Friday, which is great. I think what we're going to do is continue to hold $4. If we do, you're going to see a push up towards 409, 415, and 423. If we get up to as high as 415, it's official that we recovered. We're in this overall uptrend. What I'm expecting to see here on Monday is probably consolidation. It's probably going to be pretty boring. unless we can get above 405. If we can get above 405, then we can start heading towards 409. But what I'm expecting to see here for AMC is actually a green week as we recover to the upside, breaking out of this falling wedge. And I'm expecting them to try to short us very, very, very heavy. If we go ahead and just check out the options chain here for AMC, I just want to see if we have any potentiality for a gamma ramp if we do start to push up. And I just want to see open interest on calls. So yeah, open interest on calls is stacked pretty high, and we do have some bullish activity here at the $8 strike price. Nothing too crazy standing out or any unusual options activity there. I'm just going to go ahead and check out GameStops and check out the expiration date of the 10th. But the option chain does look bullish overall, just taking a quick glance at it. Huge open interest for GME calls, absolutely stacked to the upside here on calls. But yeah, if we do have this short week and do start to push up, that could help create a gamer up to the upside. But then again, it can also have the inverse effect if we start to move down too fast. But I think AMC is going to see an overall green week as it breaks out of this falling wedge. I think Monday we can see some consolidation, and then Tuesday we can start to push up. Remember, the market is going to be closed on the 9th. Now, as far as GameStop is concerned, last week we did get a red week, but if you go ahead and look at the weekly candle, it is a doji style candle, and this doji style candle normally is an indication of indecision. Okay, it's kind of hard to see here, but I don't want to zoom in too much, but it's a sign of indecision. RSI was also getting to that overbought territory, and we are still very, very hot for RSI here on the weekly time frame, and we were hot on the daily time frame as well. That has started to cool down, so I do believe that we could see a push to the upside, but we have to get back above the key level of 31.89. We have to get above and hold that level. That has been our major problem. We've held $30 now here on GameStop, and I think last week was a consolidation week. We still have this overall uptrend, which we haven't broken down of. So I'm going to go ahead and go out on a limb here, and hopefully that we see this movement up to the upside with in conjunction of AMC. But I told you guys last week we'd get a green week on AMC. We got a green week on AMC. I'm going to go ahead and go out on a limb and say green week for AMC, green week for GME. Okay, and the reason why I think we're going to see a green week for GME is because we're still in this overall uptrend. I believe last week was a week of consolidation. We cooled down, and we can see that push to the upside above 31.89. And once we do hold that 31.89 level, that's when we're going to start moving towards 32, 35, and so on and so forth. We still have that price target in effect that I told you guys we would hit $35 to $40 by the 7th of this month. So that will be coming to the effect this week. Might be a little bit later, obviously, because we are coming up pretty fast, but we will see if we get that push up. But I do think once we hold 31.89, that's when we can start moving towards that $35 and $40 price target for GME. But overall, when in doubt, zooming out on GME, like GME is crushing. GME is absolutely crushing. We're breaking out of the falling wedge. We have green monthly MACD. We're in this overall uptrend. Like, GME is about to make a nasty move to the upside, and I don't care what anyone says. This is a very decent stock, and it's about to make some explosive movements to the upside and an overall uptrend. I think it's about to go into an overall bull run. And I've compared this to the Bitcoin falling wedge. Like, you've seen what Bitcoin done. It pushed up after it broke out of the falling wedge. It consolidated, and then it absolutely took off. Now, I'm not saying GameStop is the same asset as Bitcoin. I'm just showing you guys technicals compared to each other. You can see that we had the falling wedge. We pushed up, we consolidated, and we are now moving up, and we're holding $30. So we need to just watch our key levels. 31.89 is what we need to see held, and then we can start moving towards 32, 32.50. What I think we can see here on Monday is consolidation, pop to the upside, maybe pre-market coming up to 31.67 resistance. I think we're going to have to pull back to 31.50 in the morning, use that as support, and then push up. But we should be able to break and hold 31.89 this week, and then hopefully, if that is the case, then we can start moving towards the $35 and $40 price target. So that's what I'm looking at for GME and the meme stocks. Remember, we did get the Roaring Kitty tweet as well. If we did get another Roaring Kitty tweet, that could help add momentum and spice things up a bit. And you guys saw GameStop's options chain. It's completely stacked crazy with calls. So remember, it is not over till it's over, and anything can happen with the meme stocks. You need to expect the unexpected. Now, let's go ahead and go to SPY, and I'm going to go ahead and make this short and sweet because this video has been kind of long so far. So SPY, you can see that we have green MACD here on the 4-hour time frame. We have these gap fills to the upside. I think SPY is going to be pushing to the upside. I think we're going to be seeing a green week on SPY. Okay. I do think SPY is still topping out in my personal opinion, but I think we're going to see a push to the upside and a pullback. I just posted an article about NVIDIA. We have NVIDIA bulls in the chat. We have NVIDIA bears in the chat. You guys can believe whatever you want. That's fine. I believe that they're looking for liquidity to pump NVIDIA one more time, pushing it to the upside and looking for liquidity in my personal opinion. I think that we're going to see NASDAQ push to the upside to fill this gap fill to the upside, maybe even retesting this rising wedge again. So that's going to have SPY push to the upside as well. So I think we're going to see one more liquidity pump for the market, moving to the upside, and then seeing a pullback. So I think SPY is going to be moving up. It could be as high as like 601, 602, moving back up to those ranges, maybe even higher. I don't know if that's going to be this week. But I think we're going to see a pop to the upside and pull back, and I'll show you guys what I mean. So basically, we're going to have a green week, and it could be later into next week before we even see the pullback. So do not expect to have the pullback this week, but I think we're going to move to the upside, and then we'll see a sharp movement down, similar to what you've seen here in the white dotted line on NASDAQ. So I think we're going to move up and then pull back to the downside. We're going to be watching key levels here on the stream. Key levels you want to watch for SPY to be held is 591.09. If we do hold that level, you're going to see us move up towards this gap fill at 593.76 and 594.90. If we can break above 595.49, then you could see a push towards the 600 levels. So just watch out for that. What I think we're going to see here in the morning is a pop to the upside pre-market. Futures are up slightly right now, so I can see some pre-market excitement, creating a gap fill to the downside potentially, having us to come back down to retest the 591.09 as support. If we do retest 591.09 as support, expect upside towards that gap fill as mentioned. I talked about NVIDIA and Apple into the live stream. I believe Apple is starting to fall, and that's why they need NVIDIA to get a pump. Overall, when I zoom out on NVIDIA, I think NVIDIA is going to be moving to the upside and then pulling back, creating that SPY shape that I told you guys, getting a pump to the upside and pulling back. Remember, this rally that's about to happen could be a week or two, but I think we're going to see a decent movement to the upside, and then we're going to see it start to fade. As far as data drops are concerned, we have a ton this week that can make things very, very volatile. Major ones: FOMC here on Wednesday, unemployment here on Friday. Unemployment is expected to come out higher. It's forecasted to come out higher, and I think that's what's going to help lead to the downside. So the downside could start Friday, but mostly I think it's going to be upside this week, in my personal opinion. Again, we have to watch because we have a lot of data drops coming out. We have FOMC, we have JOLTS coming out here on Tuesday, and ISM coming out on Tuesday as well. So watch for those early in the morning. FOMC comes out on 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then we have early in the morning drops on Friday at 8:30 a.m., and then we have one at 10 a.m. as well. Friday's going to be absolutely insane. Unemployment's going to be huge. That's the main thing that I'm watching in FOMC minutes. But I think that the unemployment, if it does come out at 4.3, that's going to be bad for the market, and that's going to help us start heading to the downside. But this downside could come later into next week, so do not expect an overall major pullback this week unless we start to lose major levels, and I'll keep you guys posted. I think we're going to see a green week in the overall stock market. Now, as far as crypto is concerned, Bitcoin is coming back in a big way. I told you guys 2025 is going to be good for crypto. I think we're going to still see that altcoin season as early as March, April, and May, as early as March. But I think we are starting to move towards that altcoin season. But we are nowhere near where we need to be for Bitcoin dominance yet. Again, if Bitcoin dominance goes below 50%, 45%, that is altcoin season. We are seeing Ethereum dominance slowly creep up, but we want to see Ethereum dominance over 14, 15, maybe even as high as 20%. And that is going to confirm that, hey, maybe we are on altcoin season, especially if we see Bitcoin dominance go underneath 50 to 45%. We are seeing altcoins start to pump, but that is because Bitcoin is coming back. I think Bitcoin's actually going to go for another chance at 100K. And I told you guys, Bitcoin is not done, in my personal opinion. I don't know if I posted the BTC rainbow chart, but we are tracking with the BTC rainbow chart. I just recently, I posted it here. We are tracking with the BTC rainbow chart. We're still in the accumulation phases, guys. And I think we're going to see another leg to the upside in 2025 for Bitcoin, in my personal opinion. I do not think 108K was the top. I think we're going to, at minimum, 110, 115 at minimum, and possibly much higher, especially if we get something as crazy as a Bitcoin reserve, XRP ETFs, bullish SEC, bullish president for crypto. Things could get crazy here in 2025. So I think the Bitcoin bull run and crypto bull run is far, far from over, in my personal opinion. And I think we're going to see much more movement to the upside. You can see coins like Cardano, ADA, even though the overall crypto market is red, Cardano ADA is outperforming, and this is signs that altcoin season could be coming. If Cardano ADA can hold this level of 107, it could move towards 125, and if it can hold $1.25, you could see an explosive movement to the upside for ADA. ADA is definitely a coin to watch, as well as XRP and XLM. Ladies and gentlemen, this was your weekly outlook and prediction for stocks and crypto. If you found this video informative, go ahead and drop a like, press subscribe for more content like this, and I appreciate it if you watch the end of the video. So few people watch the end, and it helps me out a lot. As always, y'all, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out. If you found it informative, go ahead and drop a like, press subscribe for more content like this. Tune into the live streams for more updates and predictions for stocks and crypto as they become available. And as always, y'all, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace.